What's going on, guys? G2 here with 3 Putt Bogey, and today we are going to go over the most affordable golf gifts that you can get for the golfer in your life. This is not a list with ridiculous things on it. These are stuff that you can get, afford, and they're going to love and use. Let's go.
Be the right club today. Yes!
This is your holiday golfer gift giving guide. Now, everything in here is one, affordable. We're not putting on shot trackers or simulators or things that cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Hell, there is nothing on this list that is over $250. There's maybe 2 things. The rest of it are all sub $50 gifts. We're going to start off with warning gifts. So these are gifts that I would only recommend that you buy in the event that you absolutely know the person that you are buying for. Meaning you're going to have to spoil the surprise, or if they're anything like me, they tell you. So the first thing are golf balls. You don't ever buy golf balls for someone you don't know. The only time you buy golf balls are if you know exactly what kind of ball that person used. Golfers are weird. We're very specific about the things we like. So unless you 100% absolutely know what kind of golf ball your golfer uses, don't buy it. The second thing is a golf bag. Very specific. We like our likes. So unless you know, don't buy it. The third one should go without saying, golf clubs. There are some great golf clubs out there, and I'm sure they look great to you, but for the person you're buying for, one may not hate it, or they may like what they have. Chances are they probably don't like what we have, because we are never satisfied as golfers. But unless you know exactly what golf club they want, don't buy it. And finally, this one is, you got to live with this person, okay, for this. Apparel. Shirts, pants, shorts, unless you know the size. Now, if you live with that person, you may have to do a little sneaking around, go into the closet, check and see what kind of brand shirt do they have most. When they sneak out of the house at 5:30 in the morning on Saturdays to go golfing with their buddies, what do you typically see them wearing? Like, what's their most favorite shirt, or their most favorite shorts or hat, or whatever it could be? Go in the closet, go look on the back, and it'll tell you the brand and the size. The size is very important because some brands fit differently. You can get a large in a FootJoy, but in Adidas it may be too small, or Nike it may be too small, or Grayson it may fit perfect. So the sizes are not extra large across the board. They change. So you have to do a little investigative work, a little sneaking around, but you can get away with apparel. What I would suggest, and I am not sponsored by any of the things that you're going to see here, if you go the apparel route, make it special. Golflocker.com. Again, not sponsored by them by any means. I pay my own money to get my stuff from there. But what I like about them is you can customize the shirt, the shorts, whatever you get. You can customize it to the person you're buying it for. Costs maybe an extra $10, $15, but it makes it very, very special. For our golf trips, this is what we do. Like, we logo our stuff out. So here's an example. This is a FootJoy shirt. Now, typically, FootJoy doesn't give you this little thing on the collar, which some people like, some people don't. They'll have it on the back, but you can add a FootJoy logo, if it's a FootJoy shirt, obviously, to the collar. But not only that, you can add in, and they will make custom embroidery for you. So the person's name, the monogram, the club logo that they may belong to, it can all go on any shirt, not just FootJoy. They have Travis Matthews, Adidas, Nike, Grayson, Pickett. They got it. So it can all go on there. Really, really custom, really special, very unique. They can have their own. This is a rain jacket that I got, a FootJoy one, and I put the pink FootJoy logo on there, okay? So if you're going to go apparel, that's would be my suggestion, but you got to do your homework first. We're going to break this down into sections because this is a long list, and I want to make sure that we cover every little spot. Again, you can afford all of this stuff easily. So the first place we're going to start is the bag. Now, you're not buying the bag, but you're going to buy stuff for the golf bag. Rangefinders. I love Bushnell, personally. I like a Bushnell. I just got a new one this year because my other one broke. And it didn't break because I lost it or whatever. It just wore out. I had my old one for 3 years. This is, I think, $270. A lot of people like to lose these, so some people suggest going on the cheap. I personally don't because I don't lose them. But this is the rangefinder. They come in all shapes, all sizes, all weights, all different kinds of features. I would say if you are looking for a rangefinder for your individual, here are the key components that you are going to need to look for. Does it have slope? A slope feature, on and off. Very important that this is on there. You usually end up paying 20 to 30 bucks more for it, but they will appreciate it. Is it battery or rechargeable? I personally do not like the rechargeable. I go with the battery, and I keep an extra battery in my case. Does it have a magnetic bite to it? So this is not really new. It's kind of new for the cheaper ones, but Bushnell has always done this. I'm going to use an old magnet thing here. But when you're on the cart, it will stick to the frame of the cart so it doesn't fall off. And it's very sturdy, very secure. You don't have to worry about it falling off. The other thing you need to think about, and I only say this because I wear glasses. So when you are using a rangefinder, can you use it with glasses on? Very, very important. Some of the ones out there, if you have glasses and you put them all the way up, you can't physically see. The eye relief is the distance between how you can see clear through the rangefinder and how far away it is from your eye. Bushnell has a very good eye relief, so I don't even need to touch my glasses to be able to see through that perfectly. The one out there, the Callaway, can't do it. I have to take my glasses off. I got to put it practically up to my eyeball to look at it. So when you're out there shopping, keep that in mind. Now, if you have a guy or a girl or a golfer that loves to lose these, I've got a tip for you. Check out this video right here, and it'll show how you never will lose your rangefinder. Second gift for the bag, an essentials pouch. Now this is, you can put your wallet, keys, all that stuff in there. I don't personally use it for that. I use it for all the little loose junk that's in my bag. So tees, I've got my golf watch in here. All of that stuff goes in there. It's lined, so it's fleece lined, so stuff doesn't scratch, and it clips right onto my bag. Okay, so why is that important? Because it keeps your guy or girl from having to dig in to get tees or a divot tool or a ball marker. It's all right here. It hangs off the side of the golf bag, and it keeps your golf bag neat. Now I also got this little T pencil sharpener, which is actually pretty cool. But this will, you put the T in there, and you will sharpen it. It'll sharpen it up to a point for broken tees. Kind of cool. Use it frequently, not all the time, but I think it was like $3. A magnetic golf towel. So everyone, all the golfers are going to have a towel in their bag. No, absolutely all the time. But this one is a good one to have for them to take with them because it's magnetic. It can stick to, again, let's pretend that this is the side of the golf cart, right? As they're driving, they can just stick it to the side of the golf cart. It stays there. When they're going to the green, they just grab it and they take it with them. And then when they're done, they grab their wedge or their putter. They don't have to bend over to pick up their towel. They just pick it up and they're good to go. And they're washable, right? So this particular model is Stick It. Just comes off and you throw the towel in the bag, and when you're done, you just connect the magnet back to it. Done. Those are like under 20 bucks. Golf brush. They have these metal ones out there. I don't advise, as a club maker, you don't want to use the metal golf club brushes. You want to use something that has nice nylon bristles, so you're not going to scratch your stuff. This one has a water reservoir in it, so you can put water and then you kind of pump out some water and it helps you clean your clubs, and it clips right to your bag. Now, what's cool about this one is this one has a magnetic attachment, so to pull it off, you do what you got to do, and then you can stick it right back to the bag. Or if you want to be really fancy, you can just, again, this is all about convenience for the golfer. So if they're a rider in a golf cart, they can stick that to the side of the golf cart in the back, just make sure they don't forget it, and just remind them. And then once they're that, so they don't have to go back and forth to the bag to kind of get it out and work around it. It sticks right to the side of the golf bag, or the golf cart. It's called the Groove It Club Brush. Comes in a big size and a smaller size. The next one is, and I have it in my bag, but I'm not going to get it. I'll show you here on screen. This is a first aid kit. You know, you never know when you're going to get cut, when you're going to get a blister. It has some pills in there, Band-Aids, all that stuff. Just have it in it. Nail clippers, tweezers. If you've ever been in the desert and got a jumping cholla on you, you probably wish you had tweezers. All that stuff is in there. It doesn't take up a huge footprint. Throw it in the bag. You'll always have it, and I promise you're going to use it more than you thought. Another one, a golf ball retriever. Newsflash, we're not good at golf, okay? We lose golf balls. They go in the water. They go in the trees. They go in snake pits, ant hills, all that stuff. And if you don't want to go digging through that, get yourself a telescopic, right? This goes up to 15 feet, and it automatically picks up the golf ball. So you just kind of push this little guy down, and all they have to do is just, little spring is there. It's kind of like a trap door when they do it. It will collapse, and it will capture the golf ball in there, and they can safely extract it from whatever hazard they have ended up in. And then finally, oh no, we're not done. We got two more after this. A portable battery bank to keep in their golf bag. Most golf carts have charging ports, but some of them, most of them, don't work. So to have a battery backup for your cell phone, for, let's say you get a rechargeable rangefinder, for other things that we're going to mention in this list, stays charged, keep it in their golf bag. Always good to have this on hand. And then finally, you can get your golfer, this is a totally acceptable gift. You don't need to know much about them other than their personality, and custom head covers. So clubs come with, for the most part, their own branded head cover. I personally do not like to advertise other people's brands on my clubs, so I get head covers. They come in pretty much, we're not talking about putters. We're talking about the driver, the woods, and the hybrids. Those are probably the most important. So they come in hybrid size, like this, right? These are two that I got for my hybrids, right? Different. They all go together. It's kind of fun. It's like a statement piece for your golfer. This one is a 3-wood, right? So we've got the sugar skull on there. And then finally, for the driver, most drivers will all fit. Don't worry about it. Right now, they're all oversized. So this is, I mean, and these are all nice leather, embroidered. All this was Amazon, and it's all on there for the driver. And it works great, and it fits perfect. And it keeps you kind of unique. I think the thing about golfers nowadays is we're trying to make our own statement on the golf course, whether it's through our customization of our clubs, our head covers, our apparel, our hats. How we look is probably more important than how we play, because we all suck. All right, the next category is apparel. Now, we touched on the apparel, the shirts. This is something that you have to be kind of specific to the person to buy. This one also, but I'm going to throw it in there because I think you can kind of get the idea of what a person may like, because if you know them good enough, you can kind of figure this out. And that's golf shoes. So other than knowing the size, which you can find, golf shoes it's like, that is your statement piece when you're on the course. So whatever it is, whatever you think they might like, or maybe they've told you, golf shoes make a great gift. What I really wanted to kind of add on this is, outside of the golf shoes, if you go golf shoes, get these things with them, okay? one of the most underrated things that I have are my shoe trees. Now, golf shoes, they get wet. You wear them a lot. They stretch out. They shrink. So trees, every guy should have their shoes in shoe trees anyway. But if they don't, this is like the gateway drug into shoe trees. So it just goes in there, it clips down, you can see, and it keeps your shoe straight. You don't get that gross like toe flip up. It keeps the tops nice and secure. So when you go to store them in the other gift that you should be looking at, a shoe bag, they fit in there, right? And they're all nice and secure, and they're shaped. So shoe bags are a great gift. They're not expensive, under $20. Keeps the shoes organized. Put an extra pair of socks in there in case. You never know. Always extra socks, extra underwear, especially when you're over 40. You know what I'm talking about. So a shoe bag makes a great gift. You can get them anywhere. The other thing I'm going to add on to this, and you may think I'm a little weird for this, but this is one of those gifts that if your person isn't using this, you're going to change their life. And you're probably going to laugh. It's a shoehorn. I get made fun of for the shoehorn by a lot of the younger guys that I play with because they think it's an old man thing that you don't want to bend over and put your shoes on. But I'm going to tell you, there is nothing more luxurious than putting your shoe on with a shoehorn. It just, you don't bend your socks, you don't stretch your socks, they don't get bunched up. It just glides right in. Now I have a small one that I keep in my shoe bag, but when I'm at home I have a longer one so I don't have to bend over. It is just the ultimate way to put your shoes on, especially if you're like me and you don't like to tie laces, like you tie them once and then you peel them off and peel them back on. Not great for the shoe, obviously, but this helps you tremendously in getting that shoe back on. The other thing that it helps is it doesn't jack up the back of your shoe because you always push it. If you don't use a shoehorn, you push your foot in there, the back of that shoe folds over, then over time you'll see it'll start to actually stretch out and then the shoe won't fit right. So I know you're going to make fun, but this makes a great little package gift. The shoes, the shoe trees, the shoe bag, and the shoehorn. It's, I'm telling you, if you haven't used the shoehorn, do it. You are going to be really, really shocked. Continuing with apparel. Your golfer likes to go out during the winter times or when it's cold. You can get them some gloves. Now, these aren't gloves that you swing in. These are gloves that you kind of use in between, or if you are a walker and you use a cart, these are specific cart gloves. But they sell weather gloves, winter gloves that they can wear throughout the round without taking them off. They have fingers. I like these because when I'm in between shots, I just slip them on and they just keep everything nice and toasty and nice and warm until I'm ready to hit my next shot. Rain gear. So you can find rain gear pretty cheap right now. This is that jacket that I showed earlier. I prefer a short sleeve rain jacket because I don't like to golf in sleeves. Not only for rain. So these are rain pants. Now, rain pants can get pretty pricey. So these I think these are FootJoy. These were about $250. But you can find other ones on Amazon under $50. And what's great about these is they just slip over whatever you're wearing, right? That's what they're designed to do. They're designed to fit a little baggy. But if you're wearing pants, shorts, whatever, you just slide them over top. Also, a great layering piece for the colder times of the year. You don't have to layer up on tons of clothes. You can slip these over top of you, and because they're water resistant, they've kind of helped retain heat as well. So when you get warmer, you're halfway through the round, sun comes out, you just shed them off and throw them in your bag. Now the last thing are hand warmers. Now they sell the ones that are, the bags that we all know and love, but Amazon has tons of rechargeable hand warmers. This was a 2-pack $14. They both have, at the highest setting, you get 5 hours for, I think it's like 120 degrees. And then as you go down, you can increase that up to 12 hours. I used them the other day, 5 hours, full heat. They lasted the whole time. All right, so now we are on to we're going to call it the miscellaneous list. We have one more list after this, the training and practice list, which you're going to definitely want to see because there's really, really great stuff in there. But I want to hit this kind of miscellaneous gift section right now. Golf grips. So chances are your golfer has probably not changed their grips in the last, 7-8 years maybe. They should be changed at least twice a year, definitely once a year. But you can get grips so cheap right now on Amazon, a whole set for, under $30. There's only a couple things you really need to know, and you can totally kind of sneak that if you live with this person or you golf with them. Just go in their bag, look at the kind of grip that they use, okay? It'll have a name on it. It'll tell you what kind it is. So this is a Royal grip, Link Tech. And then the size, if it is a standard, medium, mid-size, or jumbo, it'll say it on here as well. But a great gift to get for that golfer, because I promise you, they're not going to get it for themselves. But if you have a tinkerer kind of golfer that likes to do things themselves, you can also add on, I'm going to flip to the screen right now, this. Now this is a DIY grip station that you can get where they can put these on themselves. So they don't have to go to the golf store or anything or have them do it. It is not hard. They can watch my videos. I've got tons of videos on how to re-grip golf clubs. It is so easy. It'll save them so much money and time because they'll do them themselves in their garage. This is really great if they have a little work area. But also a great gift if you have someone who likes to play around with their clubs. Travel bag pouches. This is a game changer for people who go on golf trips. You're taking airplanes, you're traveling with your golf clubs. Maybe you're using ship sticks or something like that to ship your golf clubs out. These are basically plastic sleeves that you can buy on Amazon specifically for golf clubs. They fit the packing slip perfectly. They have a reinforced metal cable that you can use to attach to your golf clubs, and they're reusable. These two are probably over 4 years old, and you can see this one just got a little cracked at the top there, probably during shipment, but it's like $10 for a pack of two, and they're going to use these a lot. This is probably one of my favorite things, is the phone holder for your cell phone. This just basically wraps right around the golf cart frame, right? Just wraps right around there, and it holds it at the perfect angle, and it fits every cell phone. You adjust it here, the depth and the width, and once you have it set, it's like that forever until you change it again, and your cell phone just fits in there like that. They can use it if they use a GPS system on their phone for golf. They can text you and let you know that they're running late, right? Because golf takes at least 6 hours for a round. Don't believe this 3.5 hour, 4 hour stuff. It's at least 6 hours. So all of that stuff, it's really great, really convenient, and it's very sturdy. So it's not coming out, right? So bumps, all that stuff, it's staying in there. The only issue you might have for this is if you have like an extended battery pack on it, or maybe one of those wallet phone holders. Probably won't work for this, but you can also get these custom made if you want. If you go to desertfox.com, go to their website, they can do custom made phone holders. Can't go wrong with a gift card, right, to Dick's, Golf Galaxy, PGA Tour Superstore, whatever you got, golf stores out there, sporting goods stores, Golf Now, if they use that to book some of their tee times. Other thing is if they use their cell phone to do golf GPS. So some of these apps, like I've got here 18 Birdies and the Grint, you have options to do like a year subscription where it'll give you enhanced features, enhanced stat tracking. Usually it's about anywhere from $50 to $100. you can go to the one that they use and buy them that subscription, the gift card, put it in a stocking stuffer, whatever it is. Makes a great gift if they're not already using it. I mean, or you just save them $100 for the renewal. So whatever it is, it's also a great option. Finally, I added this at the last minute because I think we're getting to that point where a lot of people are getting into this. So if they want to start vlogging or videoing or whatever it is, you go on a golf trip and you want to capture those moments, GoPro, right? These are not expensive anymore. This is, we've got about 5 or 6 of these that we use. This one is one that I particularly like, especially when I'm by myself. This is the DJI Osmo Pocket. And this thing is so small. And it has a gimbal on it, so as you're using it, it will follow you, right? If you're in a cart and it's bumping up and down, keeps it nice and steady. They have all the attachments that you can use. It has a follow feature where it'll follow you around. You can do selfie mode, so let's pretend you're me, right? So you want to selfie yourself, you just hit this button, right? There's me, and you hit it 3 times, and it'll flip around, and then now you can, there's the light, right? Now you can video yourself and see yourself. Pretty cool. And you just, to get rid of it and go back forward, you just hit it 3 times again, and it'll go back to that feature. Well worth it, in my opinion, especially if they want to get into that vlogging. All right, so if you made it this far, thank you. You've got to the end. Here is the last section. This is the training and practice gifts. These are all things that I use, I don't want to say daily because I don't golf every day, but if I did golf every day, I would use them daily. I use them at least once a week, hands down. So where are we going to start? Okay, alignment sticks. You can get the fancy ones, right, that are $20, $30, or you can go to Home Depot and Lowe's and get them these little reflective stakes. They're in the yard section usually, but they work great, and they're really were the original alignment stick. They're like $5. Get them like 5 or 6. Okay, could keep a couple in the golf bag, a couple in the car, a couple in the garage, or actually use them when it snows, you know, double duty. And then they sell these on Amazon. This is like a little cover for the sticks. So why is that important? Okay, these kind of have a sharp edge, as most alignment sticks do, not just these. So even the expensive ones have the same thing. And this protects the top. It doesn't protect the alignment stick. It protects your golf clubs. Because I can't tell you how many times that I've had these in my bag, and I've gotten my driver, right? I hit my driver, and then if I don't have this on there, and I'm not paying attention, these can slip real easily into my driver head cover, and then now it's going to be scratching my driver, or my club, or whatever it is. So this just slips over top, protects them, and you can also get these just like the head covers. You can get this customized. These are maybe $8 to $15, these little alignment stick head covers. But we're going to come back to these in a second because the next thing works with this, which is pretty cool. Now this one I am going to link on the screen, but I want to show you what it does first. So this is a selfie. It's made by Selfie Golf. It's a selfie camera holder for your cell phone. All right, so if I wanted to take a selfie, you know, recording my swing, it doesn't have to just be a selfie. You can set it up this way, or you can set it up that way, whichever you want to take a selfie. And it sits right in here like that, and it holds it, right? It holds your camera nice and secure so you can do whatever it is you need to do. But here's where it gets cool. You just spent your $5 and you got them an alignment stick. So I can open that up and slide my alignment stick in there, and now I can stick this into the ground and record. It holds the camera really secure. Using the red thing, I can move it up, down, right? I can turn it left. I can turn it right. Really, really great. And it's super small. It'll fit in the bag, no problem. I've had this for about, I don't know, 2 years. Never broken. Really, really cool training aid, especially if your golfer is getting into recording their swing. A weighted golf club. Now, whatever it is, there are all tons out there. They all work great. The sheer purpose of this is to have the person warm up, right? Swing something heavy, loosen your body up. You're old. This one is made by Power Stick. This is actually a buddy of mine. Power, POWERSTIK.com. And it is a heavy weighted golf club just to help you kind of feel that swing. It comes with a training grip. At least it has an option for a training grip on there, which is, again, we're talking about practice, man. We're talking about practice. And it helps you get that right grip. So why not use the right grip while you're doing it? If you don't want to do this, you can buy these separately on Amazon. Training grips. Just get the regular size. It'll work fine. They come in right-handed and left-handed, so that's the only thing you really need to worry about. And they're a little on the pricey side. They're like maybe $15 for each. But again, for a training tool or a warm-up tool, why not put two together, right? Now, for the last three things, these all, I think, as a package group, would be a great gift. So I talked about these last year. These are made by Putt Out. So this is the golf cup. Putt into the cup. Once you make the perfect putt, the ball will actually ramp up and sit in this little, this little hole right here. And that's how you know you've hit it with the exact perfect speed. If you don't want to do that, it has this little piece that comes up and it'll block it, so it'll just go up and ramp back down. But this is a great, great, great training tool. Folds up, fits in the bag. Imagine you're going to a golf course, putting green is packed, everyone is putting at the holes, you don't have anywhere to go, you're just sitting there waiting for someone to finish. Whip this guy out, you just made your own hole. Putt just the same, if not better, because you don't have to go get your ball. It's going to come right back to you. Great little tool to have, not only for training, but to keep in the bag all the time. Continuing with putting. A putting alignment mirror. This just helps your golf person, with their putting alignment. It has a mirror, so when you are putting and you're looking down at the ball, you should actually see your eyes on this line. I'm not going to go into details how to use it. That's the rough version. Comes with a little bag here. You can use this actually on the physical putting green, which is cool because grab some tees and you can stick it right there and it'll hold it down so it doesn't move. If they want an additional challenge as they get better with this, they sell these little, or they usually come with actually, these little putter gates. So if they really want to make it challenging, they can put these guys in there, and then now as they're putting, they have a barrier. See, so as the putter comes through, the goal is to be perfectly straight and not hit the left or the right gate. They can also put one back here, so maybe they're working on a certain length of stroke. So the putter is going to start here, go back, not hit this, and go forward. So it has a ton of options, versatility. It's flat. This fits in the golf bag, and there's times that I thought I forgot it, and it's back there. Just nice and flat. Just sits right back in there, no problem. The mirror, I've had this thing for 4 years, and it still looks great. Finally, this. This is a putting mat. Now, this is, again, made by Putt Out. This is a 10-foot mat. You've seen me use this on the channel a lot. Okay, so here's the Putt Out mat here, and we put everything together. So we've got the mat, we've got the alignment mirror here going down to our cup. And you can see each one of these is 1 foot section. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I said it was 10. This is actually a 7 foot by 18 inch across. And this is in my office right now. Got plenty of room to put this and to practice while I'm working. Putting this all together, we'll grab my putter here, and I'm going to try to do this one-handed, which may be entertaining for everyone. But here's where that mirror, right? So we can see our eye line. Our eye line is right over the mirror, right? I'm actually putting through the camera. So, and we've got our little gates here. Try this one-handed, see what we get. Bingo. And you can do this. It's fun. This is fun. It's golf. I know this was long, but you have more than enough options here to get your shopping done. Okay? These are all things that they're going to love. It's all things that they're going to use. It's not going to break their bank. All this stuff, with the exception of maybe a couple that were in the $200 range, it's all sub $50. And the other thing that's great, about 95% of this list can all be found on Amazon. So go out there, get your shopping done early, and you can thank me later. Until next time, swing as hard as you can, just in case you hit the ball.